Hello and welcome to Mystic Musings. I am your host, Cindy Van Arnhem. Thank you for joining me. I am passionate about working with healers, coaches, and spiritual teachers to help you experience financial success and a life full of adventure without the hustle and the grind. And every day I like to pop in and do a reflection of the day's energy based on the numerological influences and on what Joy and Jonah shared with us first thing this morning. So the first thing this morning, Joy was talking to us about being open and curious about flow instead of outcome. Now, this is something that's been near and dear to my heart for quite some time because I started my business as a virtual assistant years ago. And in that, I had a belief system that if I just worked a little bit harder, somehow I would make more money. I would have that breakthrough and all the money would start flowing my way. Now, this obviously wasn't working. I was working 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. My relationship was falling apart at the seams. My health and well-being was falling apart at the seams. I was in adrenal fatigue. I was burnt out. I was drinking too much. And I was really creating a situation for myself. And along came a course called Mastering the Brain Game. Not just a course, a transformational journey through Joy Kingsborough. And I remember at the time taking it and going, I don't know about this. And I remember Joy saying to me, if you just gave yourself more space and you meditated more, you would make more money. And I'll never forget me laughing at her and going, how is that even possible? I don't understand. It does not compute. But what I was doing wasn't working. And I could hear the voice in my head saying, how's that been working out for you so far? So I decided to take a chance because what I was doing was literally killing me. So I had to do something different. So I thought, why not? Let's give this a try and see what happens. So instead of sitting in front of my computer for hours and hours and days doing the 52 million things on the list, I started creating space in my schedule and I would step back and go out on the patio and I would meditate. I would play with the dog. I would just soak up the sun. I would look at the plants and the flowers and I would just be. And I remember the statement, we are human beings, not human doings. I was born and programmed to be a doer. What is this business of sitting here doing nothing? It doesn't make any sense to me. And yet it worked like a hot damn. And I spent more time in the flow state versus the control state. And you've heard me say this time and time again, there is no fucking mountain. The mountain is when our minds attempt to control. So all day today, I felt the flow. I felt the ease. Now, on the sidelines, I could feel the energy of overwhelm, of there's so many things to do, of, oh my God, look at all the notes on your desk. Oh my God, you're not getting enough done. I could feel that under the surface. And yet when I really checked in and felt the energy for myself, I understood that that was just an old program that used to run, that it was no longer dictating my actions. So yes, there were things for me to do today, but I allowed them to be easy. And if it wasn't easy, I walked away. I gave myself space. I went and crawled in my red chair and ran queue for a while. Then I came back and I did some things. And then I took extra time for lunch and I walked away and I read a book while I was eating and just allowed myself to be. And then I came back and I did some things. And rather than trying to make sure that everything on the to-do list got done today, because, oh my God, there's so many things to do and I'm so overwhelmed, I just allowed myself to be where I'm at, that I'm on time, that there's nothing so important that needs to get done immediately because it's life or death. I could take a step back. I could feel into my body and I could ask myself, okay, how am I feeling right now? A little tired. Okay. Amp up the energy a little bit. And then what's next? And what's next was easy and simple, took a couple minutes, And then I step back again. How am I feeling? Feeling like I need a break. Okay, let's take a break. And then when the break was over, how am I feeling? Oh, yeah, let's go do that thing. And I would go do that thing. This is what flow looks like. Now, I used to be the person who was always driven by the outcome of the dollars, the clients, the things, wanting to make sure that all the moving pieces were working, that, oh my God, people are registering and they're not getting a welcome email. All these things. I used to be driven by ensuring that all of those pieces were put together and under control. Whereas instead, as a human being who is not a robot, who has feelings, who experiences emotions, who gets tired, can take a step back and say, you know what? I'm human. No, not all of it got done, but I am enough. I have done what needed to be done. I took care of me first. And whatever did get done on the to-do list is excellent because I know I've done it from an energetic state of bliss, of joy, of excitement, of passion. I haven't done it from a place of, oh, I really should get that done. Obligation, expectation. Every action you take, whether it's the same action or not, the energetic frequency behind the action is what matters the most. So I am very curious, how did you experience today's energy? Did you feel inspired to communicate and to share and to move things out and to dance and to play and to give yourself more space? Or did you feel overwhelmed, stressed, obligation? I got to get this done. Either one is perfectly okay. But I would love to know how you experienced it. I hope you had an incredible day. Let me know in the comments how you experienced today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power. Bye for now.